Cisco 49ers.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll bring it up to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5.
It's a gain of 5. It brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he'll be taken down at the 30. A big play there with Purdy to Ayuk. An even 40 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His 1st NFL touchdown in his very 1st NFL game. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers have their 1st lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it with the Boston College bruiser, A.J. Dillon. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football. Get on it to keep possession.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
2nd and inches. Hurts now. That's complete. It's Waddle. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
Mustafa on the tackle.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looks like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
To the 5-yard line. They put Wilson in motion. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike. But now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession. When they're able now to go out and square it on up, allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. To return is Ricky Pearsall. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On second down, Purdy. Open man is Jennings. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and short. Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, 49ers.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. That was in a critical situation. There is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he's in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, San Francisco. Booty down for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Eagles 7.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Jackson now to return it. And he lost the football. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last 2 plays could not have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From his end zone, it's Hurts. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Hurts from his own end zone on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here comes 2nd and 4.
At the 22-yard line.
On play action, Hurts. Here's 3rd and 2. Play action. Here, the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The Niners use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They're indeed going. It's Hurts.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down the huddle and the players were looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
What's up?
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. It is 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey, and he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. To the goal line and in. Rick Pearsall, touchdown, 49ers. Here's the timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Thrown on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete. Here comes the Eagles punt team. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
At the 50-yard line.
Ready. Ready, go!
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man downfield, OBJ. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. The Niners use their third and final timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And he's in. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, 49ers.
And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Jackson now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. That'll be intercepted. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
You know, for the good corners, Mike, they all share this certain mentality, right? It's bring it on. I want the best. I want the ball thrown in my direction. So anytime they get a chance to break up a play and silence an opposing offense, but man, when they get a chance to take one away and get their hands on it, that is what they live for. And what a way to close out the half, Mike. They essentially stole 3 points right before the break, and I think that's something they can build on at halftime and give them some positive momentum coming out for the second half.
Jackson now to return it. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
To kick off for the 49ers.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. On first down, it's Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
5 yards on the pickup.
Here's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Malik Mustafa.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind, we're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need...
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Nolan Smith taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign. Purdy now on second down. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's got a full head of steam, and he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory past midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10.
A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerrero. And a good run there to get him 5 yards. From the 35, here's 2nd and 4.
Get set, get set. Run around,
On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
And 10 at the 12-yard line.
The run here with McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, 49ers.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
His kick is good. Makes the score Niners 38, Eagles 7.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Jackson now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On 2nd down, Hurts. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That is brought in. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
58 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
On play action, here's Hurts. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath, Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Again, Hurts. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get it into the hands of Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Get set.
On to the 4th quarter we go. It begins with a McCaffrey run. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That gets him to 100 yards exactly after that reception, and gets his team a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Get set.
And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. McCaffrey, 1st down, and more. And he'll take this one in. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown San Francisco. That is 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. On is Moody to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers stretch things out even further.
45, Eagles 7. Jake Moody to kick
So,
off for
following
the
that
49ers.
touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4.
John Dotson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. Their own 47.
quickly. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back up to his own goal line. Hurts. Sending it deep for Waddle. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Let's give credit to the defense. I mean, those throws, they have not been there this entire game, and they have tried time and time again to test this defense downfield, and you can see a little frustration mounting from some of these receivers. They cannot connect downfield.
A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
And an Eagle first down.
Hey, Silver. 63.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
To the air again. Hurts. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Hurts will try it again. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Next, Osa, starting the season with a bang. His 2nd sack in the season opener. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Hurts. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 2nd down, Purdy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to be 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 13.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
18, watch out.
Now Purdy. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
The play is a turnover on down.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. And this will be good enough for a first down as he gets up past the 25.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
That is caught left side by Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this will be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go from home.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. Another 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Hurts again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. First snap. Sending it deep for Waddle. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCord. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
He isn't able to secure that grab through the contact, and they're quickly running out of possessions to get back into this game, Mike. I mean, their chance to come back was already slim to none, but slim that it went just out the window as that ball hit the turf.
The Niners use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Brings up third and 8.
Third, they need 8. Out of a gun. It's Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. He'll get out of bounds. A gain of 8. That's going to be good enough for a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Get set, get set. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. Quickly out wide, it's OBJ. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Get set, get set. Yellow, 18, watch out. Pick it up. Make sure I'm corner. Why can't we score?
Again in the air for Purdy. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Here's Purdy. That's taken in. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
That's good.
Here we go. One final play. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. Here's your timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second.
29-yard attempt.
The Niners send their field goal unit on the field. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen. Our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.